Because obviously around the world, you got different classes around the world as well as Australia. But the Australian
you got the rednecks, you got your, what are the pommy ones?
Oh, chavs, I think.
Chavs?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're the chavs.
Well, Bob Hawke. I mean, he was a bogan. He holds a record for yard glass. Sculling a yard glass. He was a Prime Minister and he's Harvard educated. That's not a bloody top-end bogan, I don't know what is.
What is a bogan? The term has become an undeniable part of Australian culture, but what exactly does it mean? The Oxford Dictionary defines a bogan as an uncouth or unsophisticated person, regarded as being of low social status. But is this accurate, or is it even relevant in a modern Australian society? This documentary will examine the term bogan and what it means to different people. In particular, we have chosen to focus on Rockingham, a coastal city south of Perth, as a window into this national subculture. Recently, Rockingham has been the attention of national media, who have dubbed it as a bogan town. It featured in Seven Mates' Bogan Hunters series, in which Rockingham resident 40 was one of 7 finalists, and it was the only town from Western Australia to make an appearance on the Punch's Bogan Top 10 list.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some 4 ripping bands going on tonight. The top 2 will go through to the grand final next week. My name's Mark, I'm from Bogan and Proud.
Mark Stoner is a proud Rockingham resident and business owner, a well-known member of the community. Mark believes bogan has a different meaning.
I think the term bogan, it's so many people have their own stereotype and their own theory of it. The bogan person, to me, is a working class Aussie. The problem is people blur the lines between the bogan and the ferals of the world. You know, the ferals that we consider the ferals are the people that the dole bludgers, you know, that don't provide anything for society in Australia. I've lived and worked in Rockingham most of my life. Rockingham's a working class suburb, always has been, but to me it's just what it is. All right, with the Bogan and Proud brand that we do, this is pretty much where we screen print most of our gear. So everybody comes up with a different design now and then, and we run with them and try them out. So on a busy afternoon I can come home and screen print a number of t-shirts, have a couple of drinks and listen to the radio and enjoy what I do.
Vanessa Phillipson, who also owns a business in Rockingham, was questioned when she said she wanted to open up her tapas and bar in her hometown, one that she believes receives an unfair reputation.
With regards to the term bogan, I don't believe in singling out people with one particular term. It's not something I really support or get excited by. I don't believe Rockingham should be targeted by the media as a bogan town. It's kind of unsubstantiated. It may have just been an easy theming that was cast upon a south of the river, potentially maybe uneducated, unmodern town. The reaction from people when I said I was opening a restaurant in Rockingham were mixed. So there were the people that knew me well, knew that I grew up down here, and then you had the people that probably didn't know my heritage or my history. The location of the restaurant being based on Rockingham Beach foreshore has actually had a huge positive impact on its success.
In 2010, Mark was told to take down his Bogan and Proud stall at the Rockingham markets, coordinated by the Palm Beach Rotary Club.
We set up for probably about nearly just under 12 months, probably selling our products here. So at the Rotary markets here, get up the top, started setting up, and we were told you're not allowed to sell your products here. And we said, why is that? And she says, oh, because of something on your Facebook page. At the end of the day, as a business or as a decision that they made, it is unfair because of the fact that you can come down these markets now, and at the time you can buy illegal DVDs that are downloaded illegally and then they're sold at these markets and stuff like that. I think that's the sole purpose of it, Joe, that they didn't like the Bogan label on it. So Joe, I mean, I'm sure if I come up with the label Gay and Proud, they'll be more than happy to have it here, Joe, with all the rainbows and all that sort of stuff on it. But because it has the 5 letters on it of Bogan, they said, nah, sorry, no longer to sell it here. I can't remember the guy's name, the guy in charge of Rotary anyway, and he declined to comment on it. And I mean, if he's a puppet for the council, so be it. If Bogan and Proud had kicked up a stink, like a severe stink about it at the time, Joe, it would have been like we shot Bambi, mate.
I've lived here for 46 years, and this was a small village. It was very honest, but because now it's grown into a big city, which it is, and it's grown extremely rapidly. We have to be a lot more careful. We do lock the cars, we do lock ours, but I don't think we get any more vandalism than anywhere else. You know, all your TV newses, etc., have got to dramatise things, make them sound really good, and you know, it's not true, is it, what they actually say? It's only what they think. Oh dear.
Vicky Barlow, a youth worker and a member of government in the neighbouring town of Kwinana, believes that despite having received less media attention, certain citizens of Kwinana also strongly identify with the term bogan.
As a government worker, I think the term is quite a generalisation. I know the term is associated with like a low socioeconomic community. In this area in particular, people have embraced the term. Pretty similar demographics across Kwinana and Rockingham. I probably would say there is a bit of difference between Kwinana and Rockingham, having lived in both areas. There seems to be a little bit more poverty and disadvantaged communities in Kwinana. So does the bogan culture and the identity potentially have a negative impact on young people in Kwinana? Things such as the excessive drinking, definitely. Some of those behaviours around hooning and drinking, partying, taking drugs, that sort of thing. And then if it's celebrated and everybody's saying that this is fantastic, then that sends the wrong message to young people.
Mark and his friend, Dodgy, like to race with Mark's motorised esky in their free time. However, as they prepare to set up the track, disaster strikes.
Oh, he's throwing the chain already! You fat bastard!
Fortunately, the pair are able to fix it quickly and jump into the race.
The term bogan. I suppose it all depends on where you are. I mean, over here we've kind of gotten used to the term bogan being your average working Aussie. So, but over east, they got a different
It's a different word. Remember,
they're more the if you're a bogan, you're more feral.
Yeah. Well, remember we were at Summernats, weren't we?
Summernats.
And
Guys wearing shorts and thongs going through a car show, going, "Oh, I'm not a bogan."
I'll save you! I'll save you! Oh, Dr. Cersei,
All this media stuff they put up is always by people trying to get ratings, trying to say, oh, who's the worst in this, and what's the best clickbait that we can use? And they go, oh, bogans, we're in WA, Rockingham.
yeah, but as soon as somebody says Rockingham and Bogans, there's automatically a backlash from some people in the Rockingham community, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Ready, set, go.
Interesting question where the term bogan will be in the future. It's still pretty strong and alive. Just a really strong Australian sort of middle class. I think it will continue.
The term bogan has already had several incarnations. I think that will just continue to evolve.
In 50 years' time, I reckon there'll still be the term bogan, but it will be watered down white dumb people.
Yeah, I think the term bogan will survive for a long time. I think it's great. It's great fun.